The sun was setting over the Panama City skyline, streaking the sky with orange and purple hues. Jasmine Pineda leaned against the balcony railing of her apartment, the cool ocean breeze brushing her face. Her long-distance fiancé, Gino Palacios, was just a few weeks away from visiting her again. She felt a wave of excitement but also apprehension. Their relationship had endured its fair share of turbulence, from trust issues to cultural misunderstandings, but their love was undeniable. For months, Jasmine had wrestled with feelings she couldn't quite articulate. She loved Gino deeply, but she also felt constrained. Their relationship was intense and passionate, but it often felt like it revolved entirely around the concept of exclusivity, an idea that now felt suffocating. Jasmine had always been a free spirit, unafraid to challenge societal norms. The idea of an open marriage had been swirling in her mind, but she hadn't yet found the courage to bring it up to Gino. Jasmine first encountered the concept of open relationships during a women's empowerment seminar she attended in Panama City. The speaker, a vibrant woman named Sophia, shared her experience of redefining love and relationships outside the traditional confines of monogamy. "You can love someone completely," Sophia said to the audience, "and still have the capacity to connect with others. Love is not a finite resource." The words resonated deeply with Jasmine. She began to wonder, could she and Gino explore such a concept without jeopardizing their bond? Could their love grow stronger by allowing space for individuality and exploration? When Gino finally arrived in Panama, Jasmine decided it was time to broach the topic. She wanted to ensure their relationship was built on honesty and mutual understanding, even if the conversation might be uncomfortable. One evening, as they walked along the Cinta Costera, the cool ocean breeze brushing against their faces, Jasmine gathered her courage. "Gino," she began, her voice soft but steady, "I've been thinking a lot about our relationship." Gino, clutching his ever-present baseball cap, looked at her with a mix of curiosity and concern. "What's on your mind, babe?" Jasmine took a deep breath. "I love you and I always will, but I've been wondering if we could explore a different kind of relationship, something a less traditional." Gino's brow furrowed. "What do you mean by less traditional?" "An open marriage," Jasmine said, her words deliberate. Gino's eyes widened in shock. "You're joking, right?" "No, Gino," Jasmine said, placing a hand on his arm. "This isn't about me not loving you, it's about creating space for both of us to grow, to connect with others, and to explore who we are. It doesn't mean I want to replace you, I want to enhance what we have." Gino was silent for a long moment, processing her words. "I don't know, Jasmine, that's a lot to think about." "I understand," she said gently. "Take your time, I just want us to be honest with each other about what we want." As Gino grappled with the idea, Jasmine continued to explore the possibility of an open relationship. She wasn't looking for a fling. She wanted someone who respected her and her existing relationship. It was during a yoga class in Casco Viejo that Jasmine met Mateo. He was a charismatic architect with an easy smile and a warm, calming presence. They struck up a conversation after class, bonding over their shared love of art and travel. "I've always wanted to visit Italy," Jasmine confessed. "There's so much history there." "You'd love it," Mateo said. "The architecture, the food, the people, it's like stepping into another world." Their connection was instant but respectful. Jasmine felt an ease with Mateo that she hadn't experienced with anyone outside of Gino. She decided to be upfront about her situation. "I'm engaged," she told him over coffee one afternoon. Mateo raised an eyebrow. "And you're here talking to me? Should I be worried?" Jasmine laughed. No, it's not like that. Gino and I are exploring the idea of an open relationship." Mateo nodded thoughtfully. "That's brave. Most people wouldn't even consider it." "It's not easy," Jasmine admitted. "But I think it could help us grow." After weeks of discussing the idea, Gino reluctantly agreed to meet Mateo. Jasmine wanted to ensure that Gino felt included and respected throughout the process. The three of them met at a trendy cafe in Panama City. Jasmine arrived first, nervous but hopeful. Mateo joined her shortly after, his warm smile putting her at ease. When Gino arrived, he was visibly uncomfortable. He adjusted his baseball cap nervously and avoided eye contact with Mateo. "Hi, Gino," Mateo said, extending a hand. "Hi," Gino muttered, shaking it briefly. The conversation started awkwardly, with Gino giving short, clipped answers to Mateo's attempts at small talk. But as the evening went on, Gino began to relax. Mateo was respectful and kind, never overstepping boundaries or making Gino feel threatened. By the end of the evening, Gino admitted that Mateo seemed like a decent guy. It wasn't a glowing endorsement, but it was a start. Over the next few months, Jasmine, Gino, and Mateo navigated their new dynamic. Jasmine spent time with Mateo, exploring their shared interests and enjoying his company. Meanwhile, she made a conscious effort to prioritize her relationship with Gino, ensuring he felt secure and valued. For Gino, the experience was challenging. He often struggled with jealousy and insecurity, but Jasmine's constant reassurance helped him cope. "Do you still love me?" he asked her one evening. "Of course I do," Jasmine said, taking his hands in hers. "You're my soulmate, Gino. This isn't about replacing you, it's about creating a fuller, richer life for both of us." As time went on, both Jasmine and Gino grew in ways they hadn't anticipated. For Jasmine, her relationship with Mateo helped her gain a deeper understanding of herself and her needs. She felt more confident, more empowered, and more at peace. For Gino, the experience forced him to confront his insecurities and learn to trust Jasmine on a deeper level. He began to see the value in Jasmine's perspective, even if he didn't fully embrace the concept of an open relationship. One evening, as they sat on their balcony watching the sunset, Gino turned to Jasmine. "I don't know if I'll ever completely understand this," he admitted. "But I trust you and I love you, that's what matters." Jasmine smiled, tears brimming in her eyes. "Thank you, Gino, that means everything to me." Their journey was far from over, but for the first time, Jasmine felt a sense of clarity and purpose. She didn't know what the future held, but she was ready to face it with Gino by her side and Matteo as a part of their journey. In the end, love wasn't about fitting into a mold. It was about creating a story that was uniquely their own.